Okay. Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, General Advisor, Chairperson, and everybody. Okay, welcome to the lecture of Home of Virtual Marriage. Okay, today we're going to learn a new paragraph. People even think always in this way. He or she belongs to me and has to be loyal to me only. It cannot be true and brings lots of suffering. Accumulated day after day is just the suffering eventually. Since sexual conduct is the suffering, when giving it up, on the contrary, you will have bliss. Okay, this is the new paragraph we're going to learn in this lecture. So before the class, as always, we have to learn some new words and vocabularies related in this paragraph. So firstly, let's go over the new vocabularies, and in these new vocabularies, it also has some phrase verb and idiom. So let's check it one by one. So firstly, we need to learn a phrase verb, belong to. Yeah, it means to be owned by somebody. To be owned by somebody. Okay, so for the second vocabulary is an adjective. Loyal. And it means remaining faithful to somebody, something, and supporting them or it. Yeah, loyal. Loyal normally used to describe a person's personality, he or her characteristics. Yes, loyal. And then the third one is eventually. Eventually is adverb. It means at the end of a period of time or a series of events, eventually. And then the last one is an idiom, on the contrary. Yeah, it used to introduce a statement that says the opposite of the last one, on the contrary. Yeah, on the contrary. So, okay, today the new vocabularies is not so much. Yeah, so we have a lot of time to practice. So, okay, so who would like to read this new vocabularies for us first? Okay, you welcome Tianzi. Tianzi, please. Yeah, good afternoon.
Belong, loyal, eventually, contrary. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, you're wonderful, excellent. Okay, next one, Aju, please.
Good evening, dear Daisy.
Hi, good afternoon.
Thank
Aju.
you. Yes. Belong to. Lawyer. Eventually. Contrary. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Awesome. Thank you, Aju. Okay, next one, Manju, please.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Afternoon. Manju, please.
Yes. Belong. Loyal. Belong to. Loyal. Eventually. Contrary. On the contrary. Okay.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, well done, Manju. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Okay, Hugo, please.
Okay, good afternoon, Daisy. Now
Hi, good
I'm
afternoon.
going to read and recite the paragraph, okay?
Okay, please.
People even think always in this way, he or she belongs to me and has to be loyal to me only. It cannot be true and brings a lot of suffering. Accumulated day after day, it is just the suffering eventually. Since sexual conduct is the suffering, when giving it up, on the contrary, you will have bliss. Okay, now I'm going to recite it. People even think always in this way, he or she belongs to me and has to be loyal to me only. It cannot be true and brings a lot of suffering. Accumulated day after day, it is just the suffering eventually. Since sexual conduct is the suffering, when give it up on the contrary, you will have a bliss. Therefore, thank you.
Wow, well done. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's really nice. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Hugo. Thank you so much for leading. Okay, next one. Married, right? Yeah, married, please. Married or virtual? Oh, virtual. Sorry, virtual. Virtual, please.
Okay. Good afternoon, teacher.
Hi, good afternoon. Virtual. I'm sorry, I made a mistake for your name, English name.
Okay, I'm going to read and recite, teacher.
Okay, please.
People even think always in this way, he or she belongs to me and has to be loyal to me only. It cannot be true and brings lots of suffering. Accumulated day after day is just a suffering eventually. Since sexual conduct is a suffering, when giving up, on the contrary, you will have bliss. Okay. People even think always in this way, he or she belongs to me and has to be loyal to me only. It cannot be true and brings lots of suffering. Accumulated day after day, it is the suffering eventually. Since sexual conduct is a suffering, when giving up, on the contrary, you will have bliss. Thank you.
Wow, you're amazing. Thank you so much for your excellent recitation. Yeah, thank you. Okay, next one. Aju, please read it for us.
Yes. People even think always in this way, he or she belongs to me and had to be loyal to me only. It cannot be true and brings lots of suffering. Accumulated day after day, it is just the suffering. Eventually, since sexual contact is the suffering, when giving it up, on the contrary, you will have bliss. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Aju. This word, we should pay attention to the pronunciation of this word. Please, not please, right?
Please.
Please. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Aju. Okay, Tianzi, please.
Afternoon. People even think always in this way. He or she belongs to me and has to be loyal to me only. It cannot be true and brings lots of suffering, accumulated day after day. It is just suffering eventually. Since sexual conduct is the suffering. When giving up on the contrary, you will have bliss.
Not bless. If bless, it will be a
bliss.
If it please, not bless. Bless. If you pronounce bless, so it should be this verb. Now, here is commanded to pronounce bliss. Bliss, not bless. Bliss.
Bliss.
Yeah, bliss. Yes.
Bliss.
Right.
You will have bliss.
Yeah, you will have bliss. Bliss.
Bliss.
Thank you so much, Tianzi. Okay, next one, you welcome Lily. Read plus recite. Okay, please.
Okay. People even think always in this way. He or she belongs to me and has to be loyal to me only. It cannot be true and brings lots of suffering. Accumulated day after day. It is just suffering eventually. Since sexual contact is the suffering when giving it up. On the contrary, you will have bliss.
Bliss. Right,
okay.
right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay.
I'm trying to set it.
Okay, yeah, please.
Okay. People even think always in this way. He or she belongs to me and has to be loyal to me only. It cannot be true and brings lots of suffering. Accumulated day after day. It is just the suffering when eventually since sexual contact is the suffering when giving up. On the contrary, you will have bliss.
You will have bliss. Bliss. Yeah, bliss.
Thank you. Bliss.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Lily. Okay, Lotus, please. Yeah, read and recite.
Hi, good afternoon, Daisy. Long time no see.
Long time no see. Yeah, please.
Okay. People even think always in this way. He or she belongs to me and has to be loyal to me only. It can be true and brings lots of suffering. Accumulated day after day, it is just the suffering eventually. Since sexual contact is the suffering when giving it up. On the contrary, you will have bliss. Okay, I will try to recite.
Yes.
People even think always in this way. He or she belongs to me and has to be loyal to me only. It can be true and brings lots of suffering. Accumulated day after day, it's just suffering eventually. Since sexual conduct is suffering when giving it up, on the contrary, you will have bliss. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. It can be true or it cannot be true. It can be true or it cannot be true. Highlight us here.
Oh, it cannot be true.
Yeah, it cannot be true.
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, maybe you can try again to recite it.
Okay.
Okay.
People even think always in this way. He or she belongs to me and has to be loyal to me only. It cannot be true. It cannot be true, and brings lots of suffering. Accumulated day after day, it is just suffering eventually. Since sexual conduct is suffering, when giving it up, on the contrary, you will have bliss.
Yes, excellent. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, let us thank you. Okay, Alva, please.
Yes, thank you. People even think always in this way. He or she belongs to me and has to be loyal to me only. It cannot be true and brings lots of suffering. Accumulated day after day is just the suffering eventually. Since sexual conduct is the suffering. When giving it up, on the contrary, you will have bliss. Now I would like to recite it. Thank you. People even think always in this way. He or she belongs to me and has to be loyal to me only. It cannot be true and brings lots of suffering. And belongs and it cannot be true and brings lots of suffering. Or accumulated day after day, accumulated day after day is just the suffering eventually. Since sexual conduct is the suffering. When giving it up, on the contrary, you will have bliss.
Yes, wonderful. Okay, there is a phrase here, not phrase. This part I think you should pay attention to. It should be pronounced sexual conduct, not sexual conduct. Conduct, because here,
Conduct.
Yeah, here is a noun, not a verb.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Conduct.
Yeah. Conduct. Yeah.
Thank you.
How to say? We should emphasize on conduct on the first syllable. Yeah, on the first syllable, not on the second one. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for your courage.
Thank you for your acceptance. Okay, next one, Hugo. Okay, Hugo, please, to recite the content from yesterday. Okay, please.
Okay, I'm going to read and recite the following paragraph. The real happiness or bliss can be obtained from keeping the precepts. The precept of no sexual conduct is one of the 5 precepts, as well as the power and wealth accumulated from endless sufferings. Does the sexual conduct work to deal with difficulties? Okay, I'm going to recite it. The real happiness or bliss can be obtained from keeping the precepts. The precept of no sexual conduct is one of the 5 precepts, as well as the power and wealth accumulated from endless sufferings. Does the sexual conduct work to deal with difficulties? That's all. Thank you.
How nice. How fluently. Thank you so much. Yeah, Hugo. You're so great. Okay. Next one, Aju would like to read it. Okay, please read it again.
People even think always in this way. He or she belongs to me and has to be loyal to me only. It cannot be true and brings lots of suffering accumulated day after day. It is just suffering eventually. Since sexual contact is the suffering, when given it up, on the contrary, you will have bliss.
Wow. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
You're so great. Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, better than last time. Okay. Okay, Manju. Okay, Manju would like to recite the content on the screen.
Okay.
I think it is from the day before yesterday. I'm not sure. I think so. Yeah, please.
Yes. For example, everybody thinks that happiness is originated from wealth and power. However, there are only a combination of innumerable sufferings especially to deal with the bad destiny, such as to deal with illness, death, or disaster, wealth and power become extremely happiness.
Wow, you're so great. You're so great. Manju, I can see that you work very hard to recite it. Yeah, you encourage us a lot. Thank you for your hard work. Yeah, thank you. Okay, excellent. Yeah, exactly correct. The same as the content. Okay, so next one is, let me see. Next one is Lotus. Yeah, Lotus, please.
Okay, I will recite the same as Manju.
Okay, yeah, please.
For example, everybody thinks that happiness is originated from wealth and power. However, they are only the accumulation of innumerable sufferings, especially to deal with the bad destiny, such as to deal with illness, death, and disaster. The wealth and power become extremely helpless. Thank you.
Oh, you're gorgeous. Wow. Thank you so much. So fluently. Okay, next one, Jim. Jim, please.
Yes, good afternoon, Daisy.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yeah, I would like to read it and recite it.
Okay, please.
People even think always in this way. He or she belongs to me and has to be loyal to me only. It cannot be true and brings lots of suffering. Accumulated day after day, it is just the suffering eventually. Since sexual conduct is the suffering, when giving it up, on the contrary, you will have bliss. Okay, let me try. People even think always in this way. He or she belongs to me and has to loyal to me only. It cannot be true and brings lots of suffering accumulated day after day. It's just the suffering. Eventually, since sexual conduct is the suffering, when giving it up, on the contrary, you will have bliss.
Yes, wonderful. Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jim. Next one, Aju, please.
Yes. The real happiness or this or bliss can be obtained from keeping the precepts. The precept of no sexual contact is one of the 5 precepts, as well as the power and wealth accumulated from endless sufferings. Does the sexual contact work to deal with difficulties?
Okay, please recite it.
Yes. The real happiness or bliss can be obtained from keeping the precepts. The precept of no sexual contact is one of the 5 precepts, as well as the power and wealth accumulated from endless sufferings. Does the sexual contact work to deal with difficulties? Thank you.
Oh, well done. Good job. Yeah, you did it. Thank you so much, Aju. Okay, next one, Lotus, please.
Okay, I will recite the same as
Okay,
Aju.
please.
The real happiness or bliss can be obtained from keeping the precepts. The precept of no conduct or no sexual conduct is one of the 5 precepts, as well as the power and the wealth accumulated from endless sufferings. Does the sexual conduct work to deal with difficulties? Thank you.
Wow, stunning. Thank you so much. Okay, next one, Lily. Lily also would like to recite the same content. Okay, please.
Okay. The real happiness or bliss. The real happiness or bliss can be obtained from keeping the precepts. The precept of no sexual conduct is one of 5 precepts, as well as the power and wealth accumulated from endless suffering. Does the sexual conduct work to deal with difficulties? Thank you.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay, next one, Hugo. Hugo, please.
Okay, I'm coming.
Yeah, please.
I'm going to read and recite the paragraph. What are all sentient beings doing? They desire for power, money, or men or women best. What are these things on earth? The moon in the water, which are useless when people face difficulties. Okay, I'm going to recite it. What are all sentient beings doing? They desire for power, money, or men or women best. What are these things on earth? The moon in the water, which are useless when people face difficulties. That's all. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for your wonderful recitations. Yeah, you really have a good memory. Okay, the last one is Lotus. Yeah, Lotus, please.
Okay, the same as Mr. Wang.
Okay.
What are all sentient beings doing? They desire for power, money, men or women best. What are these things on earth? The moon in the water, which are useless when people face difficulties. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. Wonderful. Yeah, okay, so time is up. Yeah, thank you everybody. Thank you for joining the class and thank you for being with me. And I think that's all for today's lecture. And then see you tomorrow. Yeah, bye.